like these guys. I like this channel, and you're picking up what we're putting down. We appreciate you. And we're here to say the new pivot. The pivot is people are going to talk shit. They're going to talk shit. And most importantly, they're going to say that Karen got away with murder. That's what happened here. It was an injustice. The jury was tainted. She got away with murder. And then in the meantime, they're going to try to break this movement apart. They're going to try to go to the weak links and put dirty air between everybody. It's up to us to stand tall and don't let that gang mentality, the fame, the ego, or whatever the fuck you might be going through react to that, because it's not going to age well. Because at the end of the day, the pivot is to line these motherfuckers up who really did John dirty.
Right.
We talk about Higgins. He did John dirty. Big Bad Brian A. did John dirty. But there's one person that did John extra dirty. And not only did she do John dirty, she did Karen dirty. And like I said, if you're a casual fan and you're still on the fence, or you believe that she didn't do this, whatever you believe, it really doesn't matter. Karen is free. And I'm cool with that. But keep in mind, let's just talk about the common sense. Jen McCabe, this woman right here. Why'd you do Karen dirty?
Seems like she does everyone dirty that is in her path.
I know. Where are the blankets? I don't see blankets, Carrie.
Because I was having Jen get the baby blankets to.
Let's go with the common sense. What are we in this for? Are we in this to talk about, hey, I stood out in the cold longer than you? Are we here to talk about, hey, I was in the courthouse? Are we here to say I did this and I did that? Well, guess what? Karen's free. Nobody gives a fuck what you did.
That shit's over.
Disclaimer. Nobody cares. I hate to break the news to you. That's life. That's how it goes. I know dudes who went platinum. I know dudes who sold 1 million records. And you know what? Nobody gives a fuck.
I get it.
Yo, it's so true, man. It's so fucking
it's crazy.
And to hear it said like that to me is funny.
But I'm just saying, it is what
I've
it
heard
is.
him say this a million times.
So it's the
true.
pivot, man. Like we still got work to do. Ain't no time to complain when we got a job to do.
It's like, yo, this woman was outside her sister's house making a 911 call. Why didn't you run inside your sister's house to make the 911 call? Guys, wake up. John's out here dying. Like, that's reality. But the other side will say, no, John got hit. His phone dropped at this time and this. Come on, man. That's reality.
Why'd you do Karen dirty? Let's listen to the 911 tape.
What's going on?
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow.
34 Fairview Road, Canton, Mass. There's a guy passed out in the snow.
How many times do you think she been there?
There's a man passed out in the snow.
There's a man passed out in the snow. That was the first time she said a man.
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
Then she said the guy.
There's a man passed out in the snow. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
What's going on? I mean, Jay.
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow.
You know, I feel like when she's saying that shit, she's trying to distance herself from John O'Keefe. She knows what the fuck happened. And by her saying that shit, it's like she can't come to face the fact that, or say his name.
She turned her back when he was getting put in the ambulance, KEVVY.
But, I mean,
the guy and the man.
The guy, the man, and you're right. That is she's distancing herself.
They're pumping on this dude. They're they're checking for a pulse, you know? And this is the shit she's saying. She's like trying to like say to myself, fuck, fuck, like I can't look at this, you know.
She was on script. The man, the guy, she knows if she would have ever said Officer John O'Keefe, she knows she got the clout card. She comes from a cop family. Her best friend is Brian Albert. She knows if she says cop, what's going to happen. And what would happen, James?
Every surrounding city, every target fucking undercover that thinks he every guy that chases fire engines, they would have been there.
And let
There
me
would have been a helicopter on that front
helicopter
lawn.
would have landed on that lawn, everything.
And I'm gonna tell you something that I'm gonna speak on right now is that a 911 call is the first thing they're fucking breaking apart when they're investigating.
Yeah.
That shit can be used to break your whole case in half.
Of course it is.
The words that you're saying in that heat of the moment are what can fuck you over for the rest of your life.
So you don't think that was specific her to be told? Listen, say
That's
say
right.
this. Brian Albert told her, say guy or man, and she didn't know if she said guy first or man first, so she used one or the other both times.
That's what I'm getting
because
at, bro.
I'm telling you, man, this guy's he's a slick guy when it comes to that.
He's a professional.
Professional.
He's a professional. And I just want to say, Jackie Vems, thank you so much, Jackie Vems. She sent some Vemos for the boys, and she hit the goals. She's going wild.
Thank you,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Jackie.
Always. Look at her holding it down.
Always
all
coming through.
Up there is Jackie.
For real. Always coming through.
Yes.
But let me just say this.
Oh, see, wait, but hold up. Let me just say this real quick, Jay. I'm sorry. She's not looking to compete. She just likes to support. Why say that? Cheryl. Oh, was this? It wasn't Cheryl with an S, Jackie, was it?
Nah, she's supporting, man. No, don't nobody hate on the support. She's
Yeah,
here every night, man.
Yeah, man.
It's all love. She's here every night. She's a long
love.
gamer for sure. She's been here from day one, Jackie. So salute to Jackie. Yeah. But let me just say, so this is what we're dealing with the common sense. The 911 call came in, and this is what we heard on the 911 call.
There's a man passed out in the snow. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. There's a man passed out in the snow. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
What's going on?
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow.
She loved John.
She loved him. That was her friend.
You know, what I was trying to get at is that 911 call, in some sense, that could be the closest thing you have to a confession.
Oh, it gets better.
You know, because a 911 caller, they're supposed to keep you on the phone. They're supposed to ask you particular questions. They're supposed to break shit down. They're supposed to stay with you until the cops get there. That's
who's the
job.
Dispatcher? Deva from Canton that night?
No.
Who was on dispatch? They never called dispatch as a witness. I didn't even. I forgot about it.
The kid in Canton. What's the dude's name from Canton? What's his name?
Hold on, I gotta plug
the younger kid.
But he did get called.
Yeah. What's up, Ashley? SLP. What's up? Yeah, good. Good was the dispatcher for sure.
You know, I just wanted to throw that out there, Jeff. Yeah, I thought of that a lot. You know, and Big Brian A. He's got that background to be like, listen, I don't know who's going to call 911, but if you're asked to do it, this is what you got to say.
Absolutely.
You have to have like two angles of it.
Becky G said, why wouldn't she at least call him a friend, not act like it's just some random guy passed out? Exactly, Becky G. Exactly. And that's what we're getting at. It's back to the common sense. Common sense will dictate. Karen is free. You guys, people that don't know, the common fan right now that might be tuning into JFK on a premiere right now, if you're watching on a premiere. And the chat is live. This is pre-recorded. That's okay. But you're here now. Karen Ree got done dirty by Jen McCabe. Common sense will dictate on the 911 call. She said the guy, the man. But it gets better than that, ladies and gentlemen. Because we know if she would have ran in the house to get her brother-in-law, who's a Boston cop. Oh, by the way, John O'Keefe died a Boston cop. And he could have just called Boston police himself, Brian Albert. He was a Boston cop at the time, big bad Brian A. Boston police, let me give you a little bit of perspective. Boston police from Canton, Mass. Boston to Canton, Mass. It's not too far. There's back roads in Dorchester that you can take to get into Canton. The Boston police would have been on 95. They would have been cutting from West Roxbury. There would have been white and blue. The color in Boston is white and blue. There would have been white and blue all over 34 Fairview because Big Bad Brian A. would have got alerted by Jen McCabe. He would have called his boys at the police station. I don't know what happened, Lieutenant Cap, but John O'Keefe, one of our own, is on my fucking lawn dead. They would have shut down that whole neighborhood. It doesn't matter the state police, the Proctors, the Bukakis. The Boston police would have said, yo, we're not leaving, though. We're getting involved in this. State police could say, stand down. This is our investigation.
They would have put a sergeant there to stand by his body until someone.
But let me just say, the Boston police would have said, no, at the end of the day, all right, we understand by the command, this is your case, because that's what Massachusetts does when there's a murder case. The state police takes it over. It's probably like that in mostly every state. But the Boston police, like James would have said, they would have put one of their best, one of their investigators there on point in that space in that time. But they did this strategically. They did this so that wouldn't happen. Common sense would dictate it was done that way so that wouldn't happen. There was a window of opportunity. That window of opportunity belonged to the one and only Brian Higgins, aka Kevin from South Boston. He went to the police station to see who was working. Good was working, Devil was working, and he knew from 11:45 p.m. to 7:45 a.m. was the night shift. They're burning the midnight oil. Newsflash, breaking news, a blizzard was coming. He knew in this window of opportunity he had to make a move and make it fast. John got to get on that lawn. We have to make the phone call, and we're going to say a plow hit him. And by the way, they knew Lucky was the plow driver. Lucky's the type of guy you could put anything in his head. You could tell Lucky that he has a full head of hair, and he probably believed it.
Lucky got lucky.
Tell you, Lucky doesn't even realize when
he don't even realize he was in the scope. But it gets better than that, because what happened was Karen calls Karen wakes up Kaylee and says, I don't know where John is. She probably has a hunch at this point, regardless if she knew what was going on at the waterfall, if she knew what was going on from the car ride, the LX 570 ride from
smooth ride too.
Waterfall
from to 34 Fairview, regardless if she knew or she didn't know. The point is, she had a hunch, and she called Jen through Kaylee. And Jen proceeded to say, hold on a minute, Karen. What's going on? And she said, I dropped them off at the waterfall, and I don't remember anything. So let's get into that. And she testified to that. Jen testified that Karen said she dropped them off at the waterfall. Right?
Yeah.
And that she left him at the waterfall.
And how do you respond?
I had just woken up. I was confused. I didn't know what she was talking about. I was like, what are you talking about? And then she, told me that they had gotten into a fight and she left him there, and now where is he? And she was just
Call 911, officer down, don't make a sound. There's an officer in the house.
She proceeded to say, I was confused.
Is that the suit Karen? Hold on. Disclaimer.
she
Karen was
needs to scream my name multiple times that John didn't come home. She left him at the waterfall. Just woken up. I was what are you talking about? And then she, you know, told me that they had gotten into a fight and she left him there. I remembered that Chris Albert had still been at the bar. Maybe John walked home with Chris because Chris lives close to the waterfall. I told her that I was going to call Julie and see if John had ended up with Chris.
And what did you do then?
I called Julie Albert.
Why would Jen McCabe agree with Karen when Karen was in this crazy mindset? Why would she agree and say, let me hang up and see if he walked home with Chris knowing
close to the waterfall?
But why would she say that when she seen him outside 34 Fairview?
They were texting.
Exactly.
They were talking on the phone.
They were texting, park behind me, blah, blah, blah.
They were talking on the phone.
Allegedly, the last one to talk to him.
The last one to talk to him was Jen McCabe.
God damn.
They talked for over a minute. They talked for 40-something seconds. She hung up. Then he called her back. Allegedly, it was about directions. That's where it gets suspect. What does Karen know in the vehicle? Because she heard that conversation, right? And around that time, at 12:20, a text message came in. Are you coming here? So what was type of time, type of mood was John on from that waterfall, from that interaction when we seen what happened at 11:58? Because we also seen what Jen McCabe was doing at the waterfall. Jen McCabe at the waterfall seen it all.
Yep.
Keep in mind, John O'Keefe text Jen McCabe. What's the address? Jen McCabe called him. Also keep in mind, when Jen McCabe said, let me hang up with you, Karen, and let me see if he walked home with Chris. After she got her story straight with Julie, because she did call Julie Albert. There's a reason for that. Trust me. When she called Karen back. The biggest mistake, James, what was it?
Karen answering that call. But now as you say this, even more, we talk about this situation again, I just think about maybe that's why Peggy kept Jen so close, because Jen was the last one that spoke to her son. Mm-hmm. And she wanted to know, what did my son say to you? You know? Mm-hmm. I mean, I can only think about like situations like our friend that passed away from Malden Police, you know, Roger, talking with his mom and conversations that I've had with her and people she would love to talk to. You know, it's just people, you never know how people act after situations like that.
Spicy McNugget said Karen waking up and calling Jen was her mistake. Yeah, that was her mistake. But the biggest mistake was that she answered the phone. Well, Kaylee answered the phone, and she got back on the phone with Jen after Jen said, I just talked to Julie. I just talked to Julie, and she said he didn't walk home from the waterfall. Oh my God, Karen! What if he got hit by a plow?
It was like it was.
That's when the plan. That's when the plan was in action. Let me take some of these super chats because they're coming in, and I don't want to be rude. We got our girl Jackie Vems coming through with $5. Let's meet the goal, people. Yes, we got a $9.99 from Kim Vest. Thank you so much, Jackie Vems again with a big 50 banger. Jackie Vems again with $5. Thank you. We got E-Pags flying in the 777. She's a gold digger. Yes, Jackie Vems coming in. Let's meet the goal. Yeah, I can type. Shit. I gotta know. Don't be greedy. Let folks be. Oh shit, Jackie. Go. Oh, I fucking love it. I gotta know. Life is bigger than this. Patience is a virtue, for sure. I'm getting tired, man. Help the gal out here. Damn, she dropped another 50 banger and said this Venmo's being sent. Damn, Jackie ain't playing games. Live at the Encore Casino. Jackie Vems, she shoots, she scores. Goal.
Damn, Jackie, go.
Jackie Vems, goal. Here we go. I gotta know. As an ER nurse since 1980, cop down was its standard. I've done ER in 4 states. It's standard protocol. E-Packs coming through. JFK, Jodeci, Jackson, Kev. You know it's only out for the win. You know we only out for the win. For real. Thank you, E-Packs. I appreciate that. Becky G, my girl, $5. Ashley, SLP, and Dub C. Ashley, SLP, a.k.a. Dub C, became a YouTube.
God damn, she said, look what she said, is Jackie your ST. What's that supposed to mean? Ashley,
Who
she
said
became
that?
a YouTube, the one that you just shouted out. I was looking at her name while you said it. And I was
Listen.
trying to read along with you, and I'm like,
What you're gonna learn about the JFK channel, man. We don't know what you're talking about. We're 39,000 feet. We're flying the airplane. We ain't got time for the bullshit. E-Pags, Grinding for 1,000 Nights. Absolutely great song, and I appreciate you listen. Jackie Vems, 2 more in JFK Met. I appreciate that, Jackie. Laura Pike coming through. She's been a member for 4 months. Kev, watch your mailbox at the case. Sending PR merch to you and wifey and littles. A few piece of offerings from the neighbors. Word up. What the duck coming through? What the duck coming through with the 5? Cannot meet the goal. Cannot meet the goal. $5. Appreciate that so much, everybody. That's so awesome. Thanks again. Encore Casino's a mile away.
damn.
Well, damn.
Jay, we've had some people for 3 years, man, in here. It's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
You go back to all the footage in your phone, and you're like, when you're editing, like I was doing it the other day, and I was erasing shit. I'm like, wow, this woman from like Tennessee one time. I wonder if she's still in there.
So we know why she didn't do that, right? But the main thing is, let's just stay on course what we're saying. So Jen McCabe, she said the man, she said the guy, she said, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean that you dropped them off at the waterfall? Well, let me call Julie and see if he walked home with Chris. But shortly in her testimony, when our boy, the biggest slip up of this whole case, we get it. How long to die in the cold? How long to die in the cold is the smoking gun. It is what exonerates Karen Reed. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Karen Reed is innocent, but she's not exonerated. We're still here for the fight to exonerate Karen Reed and put these people who's responsible for John O'Keefe to get that accountability for sure. So
that's right, man. I'll tell you.
Did Sean Ellis get exonerated, Jay?
No.
He didn't, huh?
No. I think he did finally. I think he finally got exonerated. But for a while, he didn't.
Hey, you see, though, some people, they're like, whatever, don't exonerate me. You know, that's just your crooked-ass state.
Yo, man, E-Pags is at the Encore. I got the sweets. Yo, word up.
Oh, god damn. You got the sweets over at the Encore, huh? Don't lose your money. It happens fast, huh, Jay? Tell her. If you win 300, bounce. Oh, well, go back up to your suite.
Or fuck it, lose it all and just be a degenerate. Who gives a fuck?
Oh, don't give her that. God damn.
God damn! You gotta live it up, fuck! Hey, Jen, why'd you do Karen dirty?
Oh, shit.
God damn.
Give it all back. God damn, you bag.
So that's what happened, right? So she tells Julie, all right, whatever she said to Julie, there's a reason for why she talked to Julie. The donuts, 6 donuts. Never forget the 6 donuts. Stand down. And then she calls Karen back. She puts the things in Karen's head. And that's when Karen becomes a wreck. That's when Karen becomes undone. Now the plan's in place. But on the stand, let's be clear. The biggest lie, we get it. How long to die in the cold is the thing to exonerate Karen Reed, and she needs to be exonerated so all the trolls can just shut the fuck up, right? When she got on the stand and she called 911, she slipped up. He slipped up, and Alan Jackson caught it, but he didn't bring it back. He didn't bring back the rewind of what she said, that Karen called her up and said, I don't remember anything. I dropped them at the waterfall. Because when she got on cross, now she said that on direct when Lally was directing her. But on cross, she said something different when they bring up the 911 call. And this is what she says.
Was that you?
Yes, that was.
Is that the 911 call?
Yes, it was.
And what did you just say?
I said, I don't know. He got out of the car.
And this was at 6:03 in the morning, correct?
Correct.
And that
Change
911 call,
positions.
you said he got out of the car.
I did, because Karen Reed had told me that she had left him there.
What, if any, conversation do you have with her at that point?
She
fucked
proceeds to scream my name multiple times, that John
This is
didn't
what
come
she said.
home. She left him at the
What?
waterfall. Just woke.
John didn't come home. She left him at the waterfall. Didn't that's what she said when she called you? And what you say here on Cross after you try to clean up the lie because you said you seen him get out the car on the 911 call?
Yeah.
I don't know. We got out the car. What?
Was that you?
Shit, you
Yes,
bought.
that
Call 9.
He said, "Stop."
Was that you?
yes, that was.
Is that you?
911 call?
Yes, it was.
And what did you just say?
I said, I don't know. He got out of the car.
And this was at 6:03 in the morning, correct?
Correct.
And that 911 call, you said he got out of the car, didn't you?
I did, because Karen Reed had told me that she had left him there. Got into a fight, and that she left him at the waterfall.
What? What is it, Jen?
Right?
It's so crazy because you know what would happen. Like we said, even if it wasn't a sergeant or a detective, they would have a cruiser with someone just standing over an officer standing over John O'Keefe and not letting nobody, not let a dog go by him, nothing. He's an officer down, man. They don't play that shit.
Jackie Vem's coming through. Thank you, everybody, for helping. Thank you so much, Jackie
Thank you,
Vem's.
everybody.
I got something for you, Jackie Vem's. I'm going to drop something for you for sure.
But you know
Something
that.
for sure.
That's what they do out here, man. They're not going to let that happen.
No. So it gets better, though. Whoa, please, Pastor Pepper. Holy
Pepper,
shit.
man.
Coming
Shit,
through
God
the purple
damn.
shit. Hold on a minute. Fucking Jenna Kane. You're a liar.
Static Selection.
Let's go. Good to see you, Pepper. How we feeling, chat? Yes. Please catch the Pepper. Jackie Bems, Becky G, E-Pads. Thank you for all the super chats. You're far too kind. You're far too kind. You're far too kind.
Question
What was
mark,
that, Higgins?
an exclamation point. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, an exclamation point with some question marks, question mark with a couple of exclamation points and then some type of emoji. Quotations,
Oh,
it's a smiley face. Question mark, exclamation point. What do you want from me? Question mark, question mark, question mark,
Huh?
question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. You're hot.
Oh. Oh! You're a hot monkey, girl.
You are
You're
hot.
on fire. The feds are watching.
Damn.
My name's Nicole.
With some type of emoji.
Yeah, Jen. What do
Question
you
mark,
care?
question mark, question mark.
What?
You are
Girl,
no.
girl.
You
Jen
are
McKay.
hot.
Hot.
The best soundbite ever. Oh shit. Oh shit. That was that an intro? That's just fucking. That's an hour in. You better calm the fuck.
So, yo, as we travel on, and we're talking about Jen McKay, we're just talking about common sense will dictate of what's going on. And like I said, if you're watching on the premiere and you're catching us on the premiere, the chat is live. This is pre-recorded, but hey, you're here with us, and I need you to share, like, comment, and try your super thanks comment. And become a member today. And if you're on the fence and you're a casual fan and you're wondering what the fuck is going on with this case, common sense will dictate that Jen McCabe was up to some shit. The guy got out the car. Karen called me and said, left him at the waterfall. Let me hang up with you and call Chris, see if he walked home. But yet, she talked to John for over a minute. She texted John. She was looking at John 3 hours before this phone call. And she doesn't remember that? She said, let me hang up. And that's the biggest mistake Karen made that day.
I mean,
that
Jay,
morning.
It's like 3
taking
hours
the phone
later.
call. Yeah. And that's how the plan was. So now the plan's in action. Now she got Karen where she wants it. Karen's reacting exactly the way she wants her to react. She's scared. She doesn't know what happened. She kind of feels responsible because she dropped her man off there and nobody's seen him.
That
He
was
knows
the whole
Higgins.
plan. You're coming with me. Let me see how wrecked she is. Let's see if we can put this shit on her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I don't know. Who knows? But if that's not the plan, the way she's acting here, like, let's stay on this. I don't want to get too far off what I just said.
Well, let's just stay right there. So now, the biggest thing is this, right? What happens when Jen? You getting sound bites like this from Jen, right? Where she's saying things like this.
What's going on?
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. 34 Fairview Road in Canton, Mass. There's a man passed out in the snow. There's a man passed out in the snow. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
And she said, McCabe, she's going to drive my car. And I said,
Let's get into Kerry Roberts and what Kerry Roberts said. This is when the plan starts going real perfect. Common sense will dictate. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, Jen McCabe knew Karen Reed. Jen McCabe chilled with Karen Reed before. She knew John's kids, Kaylee and the other one, right? All due respect. She knew Karen. She didn't know Kerry. Why that morning? Common sense will dictate. Why that morning did she automatically side with Kerry Roberts and basically let Kerry Roberts talk shit about Karen when Karen's acting, quirking out, crashing out, whatever you want to call it, having an anxiety attack?
Yeah, but why? Why team up?
Why team up when that's her friend? So let's listen to Kerry Roberts real quick.
For John?
yes, it was.
Do you know at that point whether anybody else had called the police station?
No, I don't know.
Do you know at that point if anybody else had called any hospitals?
I don't know.
How long did you wait in your driveway?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Maybe like 7 minutes, 8 minutes.
What were the conditions like out that morning?
It was bad. It was in the middle of a blizzard.
Hold on. Why are
When
you
you were
laughing?
outside in your car in the driveway waiting, describe the lighting conditions for us.
It was still dark out. It was 5 o'clock in the morning and it was snowing, so it was not great.
How was the visibility?
Not great. It was coming down really fast at that point.
You said that night when you went to bed, the snow just started. Had snow accumulated at that point?
No, I don't think so. It was just starting to stick.
I'm sorry, that was the night before, but at this point when you were in the driveway, had the snow accumulated?
Oh, yes.
It was 2 hours.
Do you know how
before.
many inches it was?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Enough that the plows are out.
As you were waiting for the defendant, did she arrive at your house?
She did not.
What happened?
Again, I don't know if I called her or she called me, but eventually we connected on the phone and she said, I said, where are you? I'm waiting. And she said, I'm at Jen's house. And I said, Jen who? And she said, McCabe, she's going to drive my car. And I said, okay, well, listen, they don't want cars on the road because it's so bad. I'm already in my car. I'll come there to Jen's house, stay there, and we'll follow each other and we'll go back and drop your car off. Did you look in the house for John? Could he just be in the house, passed out somewhere? And she said, no, she hadn't looked in the house. So I said, okay, now I'm going to come to Jen's. We're going to take the car home, drop it off. We'll check around the house. And then I don't know what the next step at this point was. I just wanted to check the house.
Oh, the next step was Jen saying, let's go to 34 Fairview. Now, keep in mind, she says, Jen who? She don't even know who Jen is. The only time she ever met Jen from picking up Kaylee outside of her house, she don't even know Jen. They don't even know each other. But yet, the morning of 1/29/2022, they were best fucking friends. Figuring out timelines. She manipulated both you guys. Jennifer McCabe manipulated Kerry and manipulated Karen Reed. She moved things all around. This is what she did. Common sense will dictate. This is her friend. You're acting up to Karen. You're treating her wrong. She's frantic. She's having a panic attack, and you're bugging out. And Jen's supposed to be a friend, and she's letting that happen. She called Jen for help. Jen was supposed to protect her. You know what I mean?
Like, just woke up sober too. She wasn't out drinking all night.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? She's the only clear-minded one. She should tell both of them calm the fuck down and let me behead this shit. Let me find out what's going on.
At the time you directed that you were going to meet at Jen McCabe's house and then drive to John's house, was there any suggestion by the defendant where she wanted to go?
I didn't know where Jen's house was. I knew the street. I had dropping Kaylee off or picked her up a few times.
I don't even know where Jen lives because I don't know this chick. I don't know Jen McCabe. I came there to get Karen's back because when Karen called and said, I don't know where John is, and probably said a few other things like, well, me and John, we haven't been good and this and that, Kerry was like, oh, word up. This is my time to dun, 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 dun.
She's like, matter of fact, I didn't even want her sitting next to me. I thought she was going to
stay on the
attack
phone
me.
with me, so I don't know which house it is. And so when I got there, I pulled in the driveway, and there was some conversation about.
Can I back you up and just ask you a little bit about the drive there?
Back her up.
I don't mean to interrupt. When you left your house, you talked a little bit about the weather conditions. How long did it take you to get from
Hank
your
is so
home to Jen
scripted.
McCabe's?
Oh, it's quick. Probably 4 minutes.
What was the driving like?
It was not good driving. That's why I didn't want two cars on the road.
Did you have any difficulty driving through that storm?
No, I mean, it was treacherous. But I was in four-wheel drive. I have an SUV.
You mentioned you didn't know exactly where Jen McCabe lived. Had you been there to drop off John's niece before?
Yes, but I didn't know which house it was because when I picked her up before, she was either getting out of the car at the driveway or waiting at the end of the driveway. So
Yeah, because John never wanted you to get introduced to Jen McCabe. Pick up my kid, will ya? Matter of fact, go grab me a coffee, too.
which house it was.
I think I interrupted you, but were you telling us that as you drove to Jen McCabe's house, you were on a Bluetooth, on an open conversation with her to help with directions?
Yes, Jen and Karen were in Karen's car, and I was on the phone essentially with both of them.
Do you know what type of vehicle the defendant was driving at that time?
A Lexus SUV.
He was driving a Lexus, and I was driving this beat-down 2003 Highlander. God damn, Kerry! You jealous chick! Be grateful. You know what, Kerry? You know what you need to do?
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up. What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
Kerry, just a good old boy.
What's one thing life taught you? If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up. Sometimes.
Yes, let's go.
Oh shit! So I'm crying.
Yes, Dave Jackson, ladies and gentlemen. Get the baby blankets.
Oh.
How we doing, chat? If you're tuning in right now, we're digging in. This is the pivot. I like to call this the pivot. We're going in on Jen McCabe. All you people, the 34 Fairview crew, you're in the scope. This is the pivot. We ain't stopping until we get justice. John O'Keefe been in the dirt for 40 months. Always keep that perspective. Whatever the fuck you're going through, you're here for it. John isn't. Carrie! Sounds like the 4th of July, doesn't it?
Sounds so good.
Yes.
Now, can I say? I was gonna say, man, you got to remember, like, we got to keep in mind, like, why would Kerry want to get involved too?
Because Karen called her. Karen called her and was distraught, and Karen painted a picture, and she wanted to come in. As soon as she heard that, you know, John and her was going through something, she just wanted to be in the mix, man. She's nosy, man. You know, she had other reasons. You know what it is, Kev.
Yeah. I wanted to say, like, you know, she used to be around, you know, and Jen and Jen didn't know it, but you know, she was jealous of Karen Reed, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Karen Reed took the limelight right away from her. You know.
Yep.
She might have just been a round the way girl, man. You never know. She might have been that girl that held it down for John. She might have been that girl John called when he needed, you know,
fire trucks at the block party.
Fire trucks at the block party. I mean,
right, exactly.
You know, and that's exactly what probably it was. So she had to jump in and be like, "Where is he? Is he okay?" But to side with Jen McCabe too, I would have been like, "All right, one of you is lying, and I'm gonna find out which one it is." If I was Kerry,
yo, I'm just gonna tell you guys. I mean, listen, out of us three up here, if Jen McCabe hopped in the backseat of this fucking little fucking car and was like, yo, I would read that chick right off the rip. Like, this chick got something wrong with her. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So what are you saying? What we gotta do to her?
She's scary, bro.
She's
scary, bro.
Telephonically. Called you on the phone. Is that right?
Look at her, man.
Actually, they walked up to my car.
Kevvy, she walked up to your car.
I'll be like, yo.
She's like, Kev, you got some gas? Oh, shit.
Hey, Barrows, you there? Officer Barrows, does Jen look good?
Absolutely not.
God damn. Yo, Barrows, if you were smashed on the Henny and smoked mad blunts,
would you,
Barrows?
Absolutely not.
Oh, man. God damn, Barrows. It's like that? Oh, fuck,
not
bro.
even off the Henny rock.
Oh, shit. Not even off the hen rock.
God damn, Jen.
Oh, man, that's crazy, bro. That's what was
that?
that?
An exclamation point. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. Question mark. An exclamation point with some question marks. Question mark with a couple of exclamation points.
God damn! Who was at the door? What they say?
They first contacted you telephonically. Called you on the phone. Is that right?
Actually, they walked up to my car.
At that point, they had not identified themselves, correct?
They didn't know. They didn't know.
Oh, they didn't know. The feds didn't identify themselves? God damn.
They might the next time.
Yes. Hey.
I know. Where are the blankets? I don't see blankets, Terry.
Because I was having Jen get the baby blankets.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast. That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Damn.
Let's go, people. You know where it started.
All right, and at that point, you told them that you were not Jennifer McCabe. They asked you who you were, and you said, I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
You think they were selling Bibles?
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
No, I'm not the homeowner.
They asked you who you were, and you said, I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no!
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
God!
Shit!
Damn, Jen. You are a liar, liar, liar. Damn, Jen. Why'd you do Carrie?
Oh, shit. I'm not the
A little when the ice cream truck was at the street next door, and I'm saying, did the ice cream truck come? It's
You don't have no eyes. You didn't get none.
Asked you who you were, and you said, I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no?
Owner.
Fair enough.
a little when the ice cream truck was at the street next door, and I'm saying, did the ice cream truck come? It's
God. Oh,
the money! The ice cream man is coming!
You don't have no eyes. You didn't get. You didn't get.
That point, they had
You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong. You wrong.
But they had not identified themselves, correct?
They didn't. They didn't know.
All right, and at that point, you told them that you were not Jennifer McCabe. They asked you who you were, and you said,
You said, no, I ain't Jen McCabe. She told the feds, bro, that I'm not Jen McCabe.
That I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something. So
what were they selling, Jen?
Were they selling crack?
No, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
No.
Don't believe the hype. Yeah.
Oh no.
Don't believe the hype. Yeah.
Yo, you can't make this shit up, man.
You wrong.
God damn. What you say, Jen?
And at that point, you told them that you were not Jennifer McCabe. They asked you who you were, and you said, I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Actually, they walked up to my car.
At that point, they had not identified themselves, correct?
They didn't know. They didn't know.
And at that point, you told them that you were not Jennifer McCabe. They asked you who you were, and you said, I'm Nicole.
I thought they were like selling something, so I was like, oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh no, I'm not the homeowner. God damn, Jen McCabe.
God damn, Jen. Oh man.
So, Jen McCabe, you in the scope, all eyes on the 34 Fairview crew. And you were in this, Jen.
Clown.
You
are a clown. Clown. You are a clown. Clown.
I'm buy an ice cream truck now.
God damn.
Where's the blankets? He's telling Kerry Roberts, where's the blankets? I don't see the baby blankets, Kerry. Kerry, and you're still friends with this lady?
They're too small. I can't see them.
Blankets, Carrie.
Because I was having Jen get the baby blankets.
You were having Jen get the baby blankets, what?
To wrap around him.
Oh, God damn. What was Jen saying?
Out of my car.
He's on the 911 call saying, where's the baby blanket? She could be saying, there's a cop down. There's a cop down. Please call my brother-in-law's house. His name's Brian Albert. Call the Boston police. I'm in front of his house. His lights are out. I just tried to call him and they didn't pick up. Please call him. Help. But instead, this is what she's saying.
I know. Where are the blankets?
Oh, I know.
I don't see blankets, Carrie.
Because
I don't see blankets. Yeah, because you can't see blankets because she had fucking baby blankets, bro. Oh shit. Beautiful. Damn, man. Beautiful pup, man.
Oh, man, just spit my water out, everything, bro. That shit was hilarious.
But yo, this is what I'm talking about, right? So this is what she's saying.
Oh, shit.
A little when the ice cream truck was
Not the homeowner.
Oh, no, I'm not the homeowner.
And so now this is what she's saying. I don't see the baby blanket. She could have told the people on 911. I called my brother. And keep in mind, she called her sister at 5 a.m. All right. And her sister picked up the phone for something like 20 something seconds or 36 seconds. All right. So she already talked when when Karen was pulling out of Meadows Ave. Jen already made the phone call to Nicole. All right. So this plan was already in action.
Don't come out. I got this.
Yeah.
She did all that.
So on the 911 tape, you hear all the lies. You've seen her say, I don't know, we got out the car. You see her say, wait a minute, let me hang up with you and see if you walked home with Chris. You see her buddying up with Kerry Roberts for whatever reason. Kerry's acting rigid towards Karen, whatever. Maybe she can't stand Karen because Karen's with her man.
Right.
Right? And John's hurt bad, real bad. And at the time, it's looking crazy. And so Kerry might be looking at it like, damn, this chick got him caught up in some shit. But who capitalized on that situation and manipulated shit and moved things around? Jen McCabe. But Karen was Jen's friend. She didn't know Kerry, right? And so now she's on the 911 call screaming and yelling. And what is she saying? I don't see blankets.
I know. Where are the blankets?
I know. Where's the blankets?
Because I was having Jen get the baby blankets.
Yo, but she thought Jen McCabe was more normal than...
Well, the point is, she didn't know. Well, she didn't know that Jen McCabe's sister was in that house. She didn't know that Brian Albert was in there and he was a cop. She didn't know.
Shit is she knows now.
She knows now. And keep in mind, as that's going on, she's saying, "I don't see the blankets," and this is what she says to the 911 call.
What's going on?
There's a guy unresponsive in the snow.
Oh, wait a minute. There's a guy unresponsive in the snow. Okay, that's cool. She said the guy. Well, how about this? There's an officer down, and my brother-in-law's in the house, and he ain't answering either. They're both Boston police. Oh, my God.
They're both Boston cops. What if someone's out here killing Boston police?
Holy shit. I'm outraged.
That's outrageous.
And there's no fucking baby blankets to be found.
Oh, man. Did you say your name, Kerry?
Not the homeowner.
Oh, no, I'm not the homeowner.
I don't live here.
I just told the feds I don't live here. I seen them jump out. Who cares? It's only a murder case.
This isn't my car either.
Yeah, they say, hold on. Let me make a phone call to everybody. Yo, the feds just rolled up.
I know.
So let me just say this. Let me say this. Let me go into this segment real quick, and I'll let you run it, Kevvy. So this is what she said, right? She's on the 911 call. The guy, Karen's getting belittled by Kerry because Kerry, deep down inside, thinks John is her man, right? So she feels a certain way, and Jen is capitalizing on the whole situation, is loving every minute of it, but yet Jen's supposed to be Karen's friend. Jen and Kerry did not know each other. Jen and Kerry did not know each other. So for Kerry acting a certain way towards Karen, just like James Jackson said, she wasn't out with him the whole night. She wasn't hanging out with him. Jen knew what went on the night before. She knows the vibes. And this is what went down. But yet she lets Kerry act the way she acts. She lets Kerry so-called take the wheel so she can help with the story. Now, common sense would dictate if she was really Karen's friend and really had nothing to do with this, she would have told Kerry, you need to calm down. Okay. And you know what else would common sense would dictate? She would, that morning when everybody left and the scene got cleared, you know who Jen McCabe, Brian Albert, and Higgins, and everybody who would just call and ask for information of what happened, they would just call Karen.
Right.
Common sense would dictate that morning, if they had nothing to do with it, they would just call Karen and ask her that one question. There's nothing in the text messages saying, hey, did you hit Karen up? Did you see what she said? Did anybody get through to her? Did anybody see what happened? Nobody said that. They didn't want nothing to do. They wanted to keep her in the dark so they can line this shit up and hit her where it hurt. So she was arraigned 3 days later. This is what common sense dictates. Now, keep in mind that same day that goes down, 4:30 that day, 4:30 that day, Jen McCabe is getting messages like this from Jen McCabe is setting things up, and she's getting messages from her husband in the group text. From this saying
it
this.
will end. If she fights it, it will be an
Driving
episode.
around like a loon.
Who's she?
I'm assuming that would be Miss Reed.
Listen to this.
She liked the text about
previous text.
Yes. Pleads out, it will end. If she fights it,
If she pleads out, it will end.
it will be an episode.
Oh my
Who's
gosh.
she?
I'm assuming that would be Miss Reed. She liked the text about
previous text.
If she pleads out.
Yes. Pleads out, it will end. If she fights it, it will be an episode.
Oh my
Who's
gosh.
she?
I'm assuming that would be Miss Reed.
This is the same fucking day. Common sense would dictate no regular mother. Regular mother, oh no.
Normal mom.
A little
just
when
normal.
No, I'm not the homeowner.
Oh, no, I'm not the homeowner.
Selling something,
Just
so
a
I was like, oh
normal
no, I'm not the
mom.
homeowner.
Oh, no, I'm not the homeowner.
This is a girl who lied to the feds.
Not
This is a
me.
girl who manipulated this whole situation. We get it. How long to die in the cold? When you add all this shit up that I'm saying, the preponderance of evidence are likely that she had something to do with this, or likely that she didn't, or likely that she made that how long to die in the cold, or she didn't, based on everything I just broke down to you. Oh, fuck yeah, she Googled how long to die in the cold.
You don't feel so bad for her now, do you? Anybody on the other side, her getting harassed at games and shit. Listen to this woman, man.
That morning, if they had nothing to do with it, common sense would dictate. The first thing they would be texting is not if the she please out. This will go away. If not, it will be an episode. They would be saying, did anybody hit her up and ask what happened to John? Poor John. What about Grace?
Has
What
anybody
about
heard from the kids yet, or is anybody?
Oh my God, what are we gonna do? Do we have to adopt the kids? No one's saying that. They're in
Who's the
survival
kid
mode.
gonna go with? Like, these are things that we would have conversation about. Who, I can't believe who is this kid's gonna end up with.
What do
You
you,
know, like normal shit. If this happened in a triangle, trifecta, disclaimer. I'm just saying, God forbid, and we had to go through this, these would be normal questions that we would ask each other. God damn, you know, what's gonna happen with their kids, and what's gonna happen with, you know, their dog and their cat and fucking his parrot. Who the fuck knows? You know, you're just gonna ask those questions, man. You're not gonna be like, don't tell him the man never came in the house. Don't tell him that you don't live here. Fucking live there your whole life. No, I don't live here. Come on, man. Why are you lying? I don't know. It just doesn't, like JFK always says, common sense would dictate. That's common sense.
What about, I mean, I often thought, like, you know, if Karen was the one to call 911, how would she have described John in the snow?
Right.
Like, would she have said, I just found my boyfriend in the snow, he's beat up? That would fuck everything all up.
Yeah, but would she have said, she would have been saying, I don't know where he is.
Well,
Please pass the pepper. Excuse me. Please pass the pepper. Send me an email, JFK show, JFK show off at Gmail. I'll send you that. I'll send you that. Anybody that's a member, or anybody that send a super chat, if you guys want that MP3 and you want to put it to your email, put it to your ringtone or just have it, hit me up, inbox me, and I'll send you the little sound bite courtesy of me
you
to
can
you.
make that your ringtone?
I don't know how they would do it. I'm just sending them the MP3.
Oh, okay.
They can figure that shit out. Thank you so much, Plastic Pepper.
I mean, it's crazy, man. When you think about it in hindsight, it's like now that the cases, I know us talking about it now is just us talking about it. But
no, it's not. It's not.
It's not just us talking about it when it comes to Jen McCabe because the feds is still around. I can guarantee that.
Let KEVVY Kev.
Yeah,
Kevy
go ahead,
Kev. You were saying that if Cameron made that phone call, what?
Yeah, like I'm just saying. I often thought in my head, what type of spin would this have all emerged to if Karen made that phone call?
Well, like worse, you saying? It could have been
just
worse.
her description. I mean, you get obviously they pull up and they see him in the snow. They run over to him, and now, so we're saying that Karen told Jen, call 911. Did Karen really say that? Like, what if it was, oh my God, and she calls 911?
No, I think what happened was is that in the car, Kerry Roberts told Karen that she already called the police station. They didn't have John there.
I thought you were saying that she didn't.
Kerry Roberts already had called the police station looking for John, and they said we don't have no John O'Keefe here. He didn't come into the police station, so they already know that they didn't come into contact with him. Right?
And
nothing
he's
happened.
MIA.
And he's MIA. So at that point,
were you
Jen was definitely making sure she hit that 911 button before Karen. She was making sure.
You know,
100%.
and that, exactly. And I think that's where
she had
that's
to
what
have.
makes me think. You know what I'm saying? Like, how would it have gone if Karen made that phone call? Like, I don't think she would have said there's a man in the snow.
No, she wouldn't. But she trusted Jen though, and that was her biggest mistake.
Not one of those girls took pictures or anything that night, and you know that's a lot of. It's a new thing that people do. You know, everyone's got an iPhone. Everyone's got the newest iPhone out. They're all taking pictures. They're all doing. So nobody took pictures. I mean, maybe they did. We just haven't seen them. I don't know. But the other thing is, I thought you were saying, Kev, what if Karen had just called 911 instead of calling Jen McCabe, instead of calling Kerry Roberts? Would it have played out bad for her if they found John the way they found him?
I think
it still would have been the same.
I don't think she wanted to embarrass John. That's why she didn't do it right away. Like he's a grown ass man. He's a fucking cop.
Yeah.
He's a cop. Like, why am I gonna go call the cops and be like, my boyfriend that's a cop is missing, or he didn't come home last night? Like, they would have been like, lady, calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, JFK. I was just thinking, you know, what if Karen made that phone call? The description of John, you know, being in the snow, she could have been like, I don't know what happened. He looks beat up. His face is all bashed in. You know what I'm saying? Like, there would have been a different description than just there's a man passed out. That sounds like he's drunk. And then, you know, the guy in the snow. It just sounds like he's sleeping out there.
Yeah, no, I get that. You know, she probably didn't want to call, because what if he came home, or what if he was out doing something, like she said, you pervert, the first phone call. What if he was out doing something shady and then he came home that morning and then she looked stupid calling on a 911 check on a grown-ass man who's a cop? He's going to be like, what are you doing calling the cops on me? I get that.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
agree.
I think that, Jen might have been like, let's not call the cops first. You know what I mean? I'll talk to my brother-in-law. He's a cop. She might have been saying all these things. And these are the things that we're going to find out in coming weeks with Karen. The stuff that she can talk about now, these little inserts to make everything we're talking about make sense. But in the meantime, we don't know what Karen's going to say or what the story is. We could just go on what what Jen did. And everything that we put together tonight and everything that we laid out tonight, it's just 110% she was in on it. Innocent people don't act that way. She wouldn't have been looking for baby blankets when she could have ran in the house. She's the one that said, let's go to 1 Meadows Ave and check the house. They get to 34 Fairview. That's her stomping ground. That's her sister's house. That's her brother-in-law's house. At that point, she's in a comfort zone. She should have took over that whole situation. And she did. She didn't do the right thing. She did the wrong thing. If she was doing the right thing, she would have ran in the house, would have woke everybody the fuck up, and would have came out. Right? And then they have the gall and the audacity to get online after everything we just say. And they just turn around and they make a statement after everything we laid down. So you heard everything we said. And if you're a casual fan and you're watching right now in the premiere and it's on the rerun, on the replay, drop a super thanks, leave a comment and subscribe. But after everything we just laid down, they had the audacity the night that Karen Reed, the second night after Karen Reed was free.
Down at every turn. And yesterday was the final letdown. And that's why we're here.
These people said the justice system left them at every turn. You let John O'Keefe down at every turn, Jen McCabe, and Big Bad Brian A. He was outside your fucking house looking for baby blankets. Okay? When she could have ran in to get you. Look at you. You're standing tall right there. You're the head of the table right there. She would have ran directly in there to get you. Directly in there to get you. Common sense would dictate, based on your actions right here, she would have ran straight in to get you. Why wouldn't she? You're Big Bad Brian A. Look at what you said. Look at the way you started it off. Live on national TV.
Yesterday was the final letdown.
Really?
And that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. I got everybody lined up, and everybody's going to do what the fuck I say, because I ain't going to jail for life. And before I go to jail for life, I'm going to take everybody with me. Is that why they're so fucking scared?
His brother's goddamn feet can't even touch the floor.
Oh, god damn, Jane. Hold on. Message from the flight deck. Currently on our final descent, Jen McCabe. They're all pieces of shit.
I know I said it before, man, but this shit pisses me off, man. I don't understand. I don't understand how this motherfucker never investigated this shit himself. He's gonna let somebody fucking do this shit to him on his watch.
Well, he's acting like he's investigating
The justice system has let us down at every turn, and yesterday was the final letdown, and that's why we're here.
He orchestrated.
The justice system has let us down at every turn, and yesterday was the final letdown, and that's why we're here.
And that's why everybody's here, because they know if they come at me and I find out I got warrants for murder, I'm gonna kill everybody in this fucking room.
And they all know it. And that's why we're here, Big Bad Brian A.
Yeah, they're all gonna die. Everybody's gonna go. Say what? What you say, Big Bad Brian A? What you say?
The justice system has let us down at every turn, and yesterday was the final letdown, and that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. Because I got everybody in here and everybody's scared to death.
The justice system has let us down at every turn. And yesterday was the final letdown. And that's why we're here.
Well, where's
if I go down,
Is Kevin from South Boston?
Yeah, where's Higgins? Where the fuck is Higgins?
Is he behind that plant where Chris A's sitting?
We were just witnesses. This is
What? This is what?
a thing that
We had
What?
nothing to do with.
What?
nothing to do
Oh, okay.
with. We weren't. We had.
Oh, you what?
We weren't. We had.
Love our town.
We weren't. We had.
Huh?
Came and told the truth.
You what?
You're a fucking liar, man.
And that's it.
Oh, wait a minute. This is where it gets crazy. What? Higgins, are you listening to this, Kevin from South Boston?
This is a guy that was murdered.
Oh, say what?
So he was murdered.
And it's atrocious for that family. This is a guy that was murdered.
Huh?
We hadn't.
Spit it out. What do you got? Fucking pizza down your throat?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Came and told the truth. And that's it. This is a guy that was murdered.
Let's talk about that. Big Bad Brian A says on national TV, this is a guy that was murdered. Now, based on his expertise or who he was as a police officer, if Karen Reed did back up and hit him and left him there, was that that wasn't a murder case?
No.
No?
So you calling that saying this was a guy that was murdered? He's held to a higher standard in the police force. He's held to a higher standard than any one of those cops that investigated, except for the state police. And he knows what the fuck he said. His wordplay.
Kevy Kim, what's your take on that?
He fucking knows, man. He knows that the injuries to John O'Keefe don't match up with him getting hit by a fucking car. He's fucking been through 2 years of fucking trial with this. And he's saying it. This dude was murdered.
But who murdered him?
The man that ain't there.
Static.
God damn, it's just setting you up, son!
It's setting you the fuck up, bro.
God damn.
Higgins!
You're fucked.
You ghost!
There he is.
Yeah, call in, Higgins.
Do it. We hadn't.
Came and told the truth. And that's it. This is a guy that was murdered.
You know what they didn't ask anybody in that room? If they killed John O'Keefe.
Don't you think he would have said Karen Reed did this crime at that point? Karen Reed did this and she killed him. They still never said Karen did it. They said this is a man who was murdered, as if they're going to put it on Higgins. It's like, because they don't know what happened, right? Well, we don't know if, now it's like, we don't know if Karen did it. We assume Karen did it. We didn't know Proctor was a piece of shit. Well, maybe, Higgins and Proctor concocted this. We had nothing to do with it.
That's all time. That's all the time play until the next feds come and knocking, and you can't tell them, I don't live here. You're going to have to say, guess what? It was Kevin from South Boston. You might.
What was Kevin doing? Well, he was outside with the plow. When I pulled up, he was outside already.
Him and John were already talking. I don't know.
I mean, he was, and on the ride home, he was just running his mouth about how he's in love with her. I mean, and now that I think about it, it's possible. I don't want to think like that. What did you say, Big Bad Brian A?
Came and told the truth. And that's it. This is a guy that was murdered.
I mean, Higgins, you heard him. He came and told the truth. They came and told the truth.
Higgins, you've been drinking so much of that ghost energy, man, that you fucking disappeared.
Damn.
Yeah.
Static.
All eyes on you. Yes.
What's one thing life taught you?
Higgins, what's one thing that life had taught you? The McAlbert's gone on national TV without you. What do you think they should have did?
If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
God damn, Bandit.
Higgins, they got on national TV talking about this is atrocious. This man was murdered. What do you think they should have did? What has life taught you?
What's one thing life taught you?
If you
what is it, Higgins?
Take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
God damn. Yes. He's not going down for this, man. He's not going down by all means necessary.
And when you think about it, man, I mean, what major connection other than they work together does Brian Albert have with John O'Keefe?
Man, they probably didn't. Boston's so big, I doubt they work together.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
I do.
And what I'm thinking is that, you know, Brian Albert ain't stupid, and he knows that just the communications between them two with the flirty texts and all this bullshit, the fucking nicknames and fucking, I mean, there's shit that Brian don't know about. You know? I mean, you know, we took a step back to like to the part where it was like, yo, this dude, you know, John O'Keefe said to Karen Reed that, you know, I do this and I do that. You know what I'm saying? He's talking out of turn. And we always circle back to saying, like, maybe there was things that Brian Albert didn't want everybody to know that about the things that him and Higgins did. You know what I'm saying? Together. So that kind of gave it that, you know, yo, let's talk to this dude. But it's like Brian Albert is pushing back, saying, hey, this dude was murdered. You know, still trying to push himself away from it.
Hug or anything like that?
There's still someone there that ain't
yes.
speaking up, defending himself.
Well, the waterfall video's out, bro. It's like when the feds go to interview him and say, listen, what happened here? It's like, oh, you know, we was telling him to calm down. I didn't think he was going to go off the deep end. I didn't think he was going to fucking hit him. And him and Karen maybe were in it together. You know, why don't you ask him and Karen? We had nothing to do with it. It's just more reasonable doubt not to charge them as if, like, we was upstairs in our house. We had nothing to do with it. I didn't get this dude's back. He went to the police station. He went to go do all that. I was sleeping, man.
Look, there's one thing I'll say. There's dudes like JFK. There's dudes like me. There's dudes like KEVVY who work for the feds. They don't like shit like this. So they will press Brian Higgins, and he knows it. They will.
Brian Higgins got to be upset that they went on national TV and didn't protect them. They didn't say Karen Reed was murdered by Karen Reed. I mean, excuse me. Did I just say Karen Reed was murdered? John O'Keefe wasn't murdered by Karen Reed. They didn't say John O'Keefe was murdered by Karen Reed, and me and Officer Higgins and everybody that, or even if they would have said, and everybody that was there that night, we had nothing to do with it. He didn't say that. He goes, this man was murdered.
Murdered.
Like whoever came back to my party that night, like, it is what it is. We would just party.
It's equivalent to him saying there was a 6-foot man in the house.
Exactly.
You want to tell the feds there was a 6-foot man in my house? Well, guess what? Nah, he wasn't hit by no Lexus. This man was murdered.
This man was murdered, and like he would never. Every cop, everybody that you talk to on that side of the fence, when they talk about it, even if they think she's guilty, they say, "Yeah, you know, I think she ran and hit him, but I don't think she meant to do it." They all say the same thing. I mean, the worst people in the world say it. They say, "Yeah, you know, she's a mean person, this and that, but I don't think she meant to do it."
Yeah, but you like you said, JFK. You
And
don't
he's
hear
saying
them
murder.
say that. You don't
He's
hear them
saying
say that. In that
Yeah, but
room,
he's
they don't
saying
say
it for a
Karen Reed
reason.
murdered him.
No,
If
they
you
don't.
told someone that, if you told the feds you saw someone in my house that I knew
Because
wasn't there,
let me
I
just
would
say
be
this.
upset, though.
Technically, no matter how you look at it, no matter how you flip it, as a police officer or a street dude or whatever, just someone that knows about the law, you know that is not a murder. She backed up and hit him and didn't know she hit him. I mean, she might have knew, you know, she didn't think she killed him. That's not murder. That's manslaughter. That's not murder. When you say murder, that means you walked up to someone and your intentions was to take him out. If Karen, disclaimer, did this, her intention was never to kill him, and that's not murder.
It's not murder.
And he would have never put it in that context if he wasn't saying, like, yo, this dude was murdered. So if you didn't murder him, Big Bad Brian A., then who murdered
did?
him?
Then
It was
who
Karen?
did? Right.
I want everybody to be clear about Jen McCabe that night. We talked about Jen McCabe. This whole episode was on Jen McCabe. This is Jen McCabe that night at the bar. She knew everything. She knew what was going down. This is 11:58. Hands are up. Voices are being loud. The Big Bad Brian A. Higgins is being grabbed by the pizza man, an ATF agent, grabbed by the pizza man, and she's seeing it all, and she's very nervous. Take a look at it.
But let's be clear too. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were playing the clip.
Go ahead. Just you talk about how nervous she is.
No, I know how nervous she is here, but what I'm gonna say was that night too, she was so friendly to Karen, telling Karen, "You're coming with me." But as soon as this shit went down, she forgot about Karen. Now Karen's
Well, look, because Karen is looking over in that direction. You can see Karen, and you could see her head. If you look at Jen McCabe is right there in front of you, right?
Yeah.
To the right, you got Karen, and then you got Karina. She's kind of looking in the direction that Higgins.
Karina can see,
but Karen's kind of looking over there too, and Jen is moving her hair like this, and she's
Yep.
looking right at Higgins because at this point, Higgins is yelling at John, "Yo, come on, you coming? What's the deal?" And look at Jen McCabe, her reaction. She's frantic. She's bugging out. Look at her. John, oh my God, John. Holy shit. Oh, man. And then she walks right over to Chris. Right after they're yelling, she walks right over.
Yep.
So you see Higgins right underneath the 128 timestamp. He's pointing right at John, and Jen walks right over to Chris underneath the timestamp.
Karina heard that shit too.
And then there's a heel toe, man. There's a heel toe done right after that.
When you watch that video, JFK, Karina heard that shit too.
Yeah, she
when
turned her head.
I was watching Karen Reed when you hit play, and Karina went just like that, and went back. Yeah. I mean, she said that she didn't really see anything, but she definitely heard that.
She heard it.
Yeah, I'm surprised she said that because she did one of those. You know, she was in like middle of a conversation with Karen, and you see her go like this.
You know, and James, even you brought up that old patron, that changed his direction of path. The old dude, he was walking towards the door.
Yeah.
And he switched it up. He banged. He hugged to the left, and he went around all that shit. He didn't want nothing.
He
to do with
saw all the
that.
bullshit. He wanted to go around the bullshit and get the fuck out of there and go home. He's an older gentleman, man. He did
probably like
3 hours for the night. His little guitar or his harmonica, like Hank. He did that. His little solo act for the night. He wanted to get home to his wife.
Yep.
You know, he didn't want to get caught in the bullshit.
Jen said, did she know her sister was safe because of the confession, or did she suddenly remember that I hit him? Common hours later when she called length back. Which is it, Jen? Exactly, Jen. Thank you
Wait.
so much for the 20. What the Duck made it rain with 5 JFK memberships. Thank you so much, What the Duck.
What the
We're
duck?
grateful.
What the duck? You know, I wanted to say this too. I to circle back, like, do you think that Brian Albert and all of them knew that Higgins was going to come in with a proffer and a lawyer?
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you think their mindset was after?
Well, I think yes. Actually, I take it back. Yes, because they know it's a union, and you're forced with a union rep, no matter. So when you get up to different ranks, I know this because when I had a problem with an officer for like JFK can tell you for years, I had the same cop years, and then finally during COVID, a captain came to me and said, "Oh, I got this on my desk with this officer. I need you two to come down and have a meeting." I said, "I'm not having a meeting with this guy. This guy's been doing this for years. I'm used to it. Just street shit, deal with it, you know." But as I got older, I'm like, I'm not dealing with this no more. I'm doing my life. He should just leave me alone. So anyway, long story short, when I went down there to have this meeting, there was a guy behind him taking notes. And they said to me at the very end of the meeting, "Do you have any questions?" And I said, "Yeah." "Who's the guy behind him?" They're like, "That's all you want to know?" I said, "Yeah." "Who's this guy?" They're like, "Oh, that's his union rep." And I was like, "Okay, that's it. I'm good." They're like, "Do you have any questions?" And he's like, "Yeah." And then he did his spiel, but whatever. They have a union rep higher than the next one.
Yeah,
So I think Brian Albert knew what was going to happen.
He was covering his ass and shit, for sure. But in my question is kind of like
But so wasn't his union rep.
How do you think the Alberts felt about that? And like he also said about the 6-foot man with dark hair in the house, and he thought somebody came in the house. Like that almost like, remember, we stem back to like the point where that puts that perspective, like if they did find out that he got banged out in that house, it kind of covers his ass because he didn't say that he never made it in the house.
Well, that's what I was saying when I said to JFK, that's why Brian Albert said she wasn't hit by a car. She was, John O'Keefe was not hit by no vehicle. He was murdered.
Yeah.
Basically, to put that shit back on Higgins for saying, all right, you want to say, like I was saying, I would be upset if you were investigated by the feds and you were like, yeah, I seen that guy in his house, and you really didn't. You're just saying it to protect yourself further down the road.
Yep.
Ooh, shit.
Diane with the 5 JFK memberships.
That shit's
We're going to take
on.
a pause. We're going to take
That
a pause for the cause. We're going to get into some bedtime magic with JFK, James Jackson, and KEVVY Kev. All my ladies, all my fellas, let's slow it down. Let's take a break. Let's take a breather.
Oh, my boomers out there.
God damn.
You guys know about this song right here? Yeah, let's take it to Orchard
Thank
Park.
you, baby.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Let's take it to Orchard Park. Little bedtime magic for the ladies and the fellas.
Now that you are here with me,
Ladies, what up? Sing it with me. Let's hear some Marvin Gaye. Uh-huh. Misty, what up? Diane G, come on. Hey. Bedtime magic, ladies. Let's go. Ladies out there, I just want to see all my ladies out there. I know you have it rough sometime and you're feeling all alone. I just want to see all my ladies out there smile. Y'all need to smile. Smile, because when we see you smile, it makes us happy. Karen Reed, she's free, she's smiling. The haters are hating, that's okay. They can bring you down, that's okay. We just want to see you smile, even if it's just for a picture. Let's go.
I can't remember the last time you looked as happy as you did tonight. Your tipsy friend grabbed that bartender, gave him the phone and pulled us over there with her. You counted to 3, and baby, I haven't seen a side of you in forever. And I hate it's the truth, but baby, you never do when we're alone together.
Ladies.
It was good to see you smile.
Whatever you're going through right now.
Girl, you know it's been a while. It was good to see you smile, even if it was just for the picture.
Talk to him, Morgan.
They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, but you ain't said one since you woke up. Silly me, thinking we could make it work. Can you blame me for getting my hopes up?
Let's go.
You know it took me right back to how it used to be. And baby, seeing us like that is still a little bittersweet.
Ladies, let's go.
It was good to see you smile. Girl, you know it's been a while. It was good to see you smile, even if it was just for the picture. Someone were to see this, they think everything's alright. At least we got a pretty little moment frozen in time.
How's it go?
It was good to see you smile. Girl, you know it's been a while. It was good to
Higgins.
So Higgins, I know you can dance, my man. Dance your way out of jail.
Let's go. Kevy Kev, bust their moves, baby. Let's go. James Jackson, get it. Kevin Kev, your turn, brother. You know how we do it, let's go. 39,000. Kevin Kev. James Jackson. Break that down, Kevin Kev. James Jackson, do it for the ladies one time.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah, but I see.
Changes doing a runner, man. Let's go. One's up for all my freaks.
Discos don't open till after dark, and it ain't till 12 till the party really starts. And I always had to be home by 10, right before the fun was about to begin. Crowds of people lined up inside and out, just one reason to rock the house. But in the meantime, the streets were clear. You could find the street anywhere, cause the freaks come. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out at night. Freaks come out. Freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. 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 Freaks come out. Freaks come out at night. Now when freaks get dressed to go out at night, they like to wear leather jackets, chains and spikes. They wear rips and zippers all in their shirts. Real tight pants and pressed mini skirts. All kinds of colors running through their head.
God damn, man, there was some freaks back then. God damn, Jesus. What? God damn, man. What were they doing back then, son?
God damn, I need to change.
Let's go.
Holy shit.
Ladies, where we at? Take your passion, people.
Back up.
How's this pot go, ladies? I know y'all know this.
Question mark, an exclamation point. Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, an exclamation point with some question marks, question mark with a couple of exclamation points.
All eyes on you, Higgins.
Live life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live life of a boss player. All eyes on me. Live life of a thug nigga until the day I die. Live life of a boss player. It's even getting hot.
Higgins, they're coming for you, yo.
They're coming, bro.
Live my life as
Let's
a
go.
thug nigga until the day I die. Live my life as a boss player. It's even getting hot. These niggas got me tossing shit. I put the top down. Now it's time to floss my shit. Keep your head up, nigga. Make these motherfuckers suffer. Up in the bins, burning rubber. The money is mandatory. The hose is for the stress. This criminal lifestyle. Equipped with the bulletproof vest. Make sure your eyes is on the meal ticket. Get your money, motherfucker. Let's get rich and real. Kick it. All eyes on me. Live life as a thug nigga until the day I die. Live life as a boss player. All eyes on me.
Please pass the pepper. Shit is on fire tonight, son. Let's go. Hey, yo. You know we take you up to 39,000 every time.
I bet you got it twisted, you don't know who to trust. So many players niggas trying to sound like us. Say they ready for the fumble, I don't think they know it. Straight to the depths of hell is where them cowards going. Well, all your shield down, nigga, holler when you see me. And let these devils be sold for the day they finally free me. I got a caravan of niggas every time we ride. Hitting motherfuckers up when we pass by. Until I die, live the life of a boss player. Cause even when I'm high, fuck with me and get crossed later. The future's in my eyes. Cause all I want is cash and things. I 500. Bands wanting flashy rings. Bitches pursue me like a dream. Been known to disappear before your eyes like a dope fiend. It seems my main thing was to be major. Pay the game sharper than the motherfucking razor blade. Save money, bring bitches. Bitches bring lies. One nigga's getting jealous and motherfuckers die. Depend on me like the first and 15. They might hold me for a second, but they both won't get me.
Depend on me like the 1st and 15th. This is the 1st of the month. I just want to say, man, a lot of people passed away, man. John O'Keefe's been in the dirt for 40 months. A lot of people are going through some shit, man. RIP to all our lost ones, man. Everybody's getting crazy news every day. But you know, R.I.P. to all my lost ones out there. Take them here, man, real quick. Fuck you, Higgins.
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Piece of shit.
Fucking
Higgins, man, they turning on you, man. Yeah, man. All the lost ones out there. Everybody going through something. Talk to him, Justin. Let's get it.
Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow. I miss your touch on nights when I'm hollow.
Uh-huh.
I know you crossed the bridge that I can't follow.
How's this shit go?
Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know that if I can't be close to you,
say what?
I settle for the ghost of you. I miss you more than life.
Yes.
And if you can't be next to me, your memory's ecstasy. I miss you more than life. I miss you more than life. Young blood thinks there's always tomorrow.
Yes.
I need more time, but time can't be borrowed.
Time can't be borrowed, man.
Behind it if I could follow.
Let's go.
Since the love that you left is all that I get, I want you to know that if I can't be close to you,
yes,
I settle for the ghost of you.
Yup.
I miss you more than life. Yeah. And if you can't be next to me, your memory's
Man, miss you more than life. R.I.P. Lauren Barron. Did I just see that shop? Absolutely, man. You know Lauren, huh? That's what it is. But you know what? Sometimes you got it on the tip of your tongue, right? It's late night. What? Nah, we fucking, bitch.
But I gotta hold back. So scared how you react. I just had it all.
Oh! How's this shit go?
Any minute could fall. Any minute the week go round and round. I don't wanna mention commitment, but I feel it slipping. So please don't let me down.
Don't let me down.
I got the words I love you sitting on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I feel like as soon as they leave my mouth, you're just gonna get up and run. You're gonna run away. You know we connect more than just a sex, but are you gonna let me in? I could set your world on fire, but you're holding the lighter. Instead, you're putting out a flame. I could give you it all. Any minute could fall. Any minute the week go round and round. I don't wanna mention.
It's a 4th of July weekend, man. You need to play the music, get happy, light some fireworks, and calm the fuck down.
Feel it slipping, so please don't let me down.
Let's go.
I got the words I love you sitting on the tip of my tongue. Oh, I feel like as soon as they leave my mouth, you're just gonna get up and run. You're gonna run away, run away, run away. I got the words I love you sitting on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah, we at the Roxbury, baby.
Oh, I feel like as soon as they leave my mouth, you're just gonna get up and run. You're gonna run away. If I say it now, then one day I wake up and you walked out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. This one's explosive.
New Rochelle, where you at? Summer.
I remember when we first started. You came to me and you were broken hearted. I took you in and wiped all your tears away. I made you loving more than any other game. Don't you know I'm the one and I love you, girl. I don't care what they say. You know you are my world. Come back home, you're the one who loves you more and more. So you see.
What's James doing?
God damn, I was just thinking.
You're searching for come back to me.
Turn them into 49ers. Bye, that I never meant to live. Can't be positive when the ghetto's where we live. That's why I'm bye, that I never meant to be. Living like a thief, running through the streets. Bye, that I got no place to go.
Ah, shit.
Where they find me? 16 on death row.
So we should get all good down. Check it out. I've gotta take a little time to think things over. I better read between the lines.
Read between the lines.
In case I need it when I'm older. In my life, there's been heartaches and pain. I don't know if I can face it again. Can't stop now. I've traveled so far to change this lonely life. Oh, I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what love is. I know you can show me.
Summertime, yo. You ready? Make this summertime count, man. Gonna be one of those summers.
It reminds me when I was showing this girl this trick with a soccer ball on the beach. I got jumped.
Ladies, fellas, you know this shit? Let's go. It's just a cool summer.
Right, make changes.
Yo, can we take it here real quick? I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by the name of James Jackson.
And I go by KEVVY Kev.
Hold on, man. We gotta take that back. I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by the name of James Jackson.
And I go by KEVVY Kev.
We taking y'all back to 2005. If y'all know this shit, bob your head accordingly.
Fresh like, Impala, chrome hydraulics, 808 drums. You don't want none, nigga better run. When beef is on, I pop that drum. Come get some, pistol grip, pump. If a nigga step on my white air ones, it's red rum. Ready, here come Compton, Dre found me in the slums. Selling that skunk, one hand on my gun. I was selling rocks and Master P was saying, buck past the blunt. It's G on the girls just wanna have fun. Coke and rum, got weed on the tongue. I'm banging with my hand up a dress like, I make it come, purple haze in my lungs. Whole gang in the
What did 50 do, James?
I put Lamborghini doors on that Escalade. Low pro solo, look like I'm riding on blades. In 1 year, man, a nigga so great. I have a straight bitch in the telly going both ways. Touch me, tease me, kiss me, please me. I give it to you just how you like it, girl. You're now rocking with the best. Teflon on my chest. They say I'm no good, cause I'm so hood. Rich folks do not want me around. Cause shit might pop off, and if shit pop off, somebody gon' get laid the fuck out. They call me new money, say I have no class. I'm from the bottom, I came up too fast. The hell if I care, I'm just here to get my cash. Bougie ass bitches, you can kiss my ass. This is how we do. We make a move and act the fool while we up in the club. This is...
Hold on a minute, pass that blunt, man.
Woo! For the first time, it's going down history, baby.
Let me get that shit.
Mafia, featuring 8-Ball,
Nice.
JC, Young Buck. It's a Tennessee.
You getting high right now? Let's go.
We gotta stay high till I die. I gotta stay high till I die. Stay high till I die. I gotta stay high till I die. Hey, call me the juice and you know I'm a stunt. Riding in the car with some bump in the trunk. Tone in my lap and you know it's a pump. Break it down the good, roll it in the blunt. Get up here tight, girl, say I'm the man. Ice on the wrist with the ice in the chain. Ride through the hood, I'm dripping the grain. And I'm sipping the same while I'm changing the lane. I feel tight cause I'm choking the green. Bitch, it messed up cause I'm drinking the lean. Messing with a D-boy, riding them big toys. Making man gal wanna get on my team. She gotta give it up once you get in my car. I ain't Denzel, but I know I'm a star.
I ain't Denzel, but I know I'm a star.
Cause when I'm in the club, I be back in the bar. In the VIP bar, and be riding the bar.
What?
What you do not trust. You leave your brain around me, nigga, your brain gon' get lit up. You leave your girl around me, homie, yo, that bitch gon' drink around me, but leave your drink gon' get drunk up. You leave your girl around me, if she bad, she gonna get stuck. These niggas are spies, we let them lie, keep them lies tied, fine, rhyme, what they lie.
How'd it go?
Purple, the purple, the purple, the purple.
Ladies, I know you love us from head to toe. Woo!
What? You this person leave the car? Oh, god damn. She said head to ankles, no toes.
God damn. Yo, is she doing the Diddy, son?
God damn.
She doing the Diddy?
God damn.
Yo, he's about to be found guilty.
Let's do the Diddy. How's this shit go? Let's do the real Diddy.
Yo,
take it back to 92.
Another fat track, so we can get on the bullshit. Unless we like what's in it on Yankee, doesn't fight that.
Where's Seaside at?
Breakdown.
So like you know, while my belly's round, taking it right back up and scooping across the like a smooth shovel. Not from the yellow, but take me to another level. But hold on, tell your woman changes now that I'm rich. So many women wanna do me and make a nigga
Say what?
Damn.
Damn.
I'm probably texting more than your homie Sam. For the week, I'll leave the rookies. My time is held up extremely for cookies. Just let me rock this grip in 92. And you don't bother me, and I sure enough won't bother you. And you just watch it, brother, forward like Niagara. Don't be fucking stupid, because these niggas are stacked here. Other one paper with the black face is gold D's on my phone and gold legs, cause I got it made. I broke the beat once again because I had to. And just like 30 baby, I can hide. You just let me work this talking dope. Anyway, it's okay. You'll play some mine all night until the next day. Do the ditty if you want to, because then I can see if I want to. Just do the ditty if you want to, because then I can see if I want to. Just do the ditty if you want to, because then I can see if I want to. Just do the ditty if you want to, because then I can see if I want to. Here we go from the top, second verse of the same song with the conclusion. No shit.
Oh.
Sisters with voices.
Mary J, baby.
Yeah. Oh, I thought it was.
Come on, man. I'm in my bag tonight, man. The Venmo JFK show off. Let's go. I'm working over here, son.
You working extra time. God damn. Yo, now he's DJing for you guys.
How's it go, ladies?
I'm searching for a real love, someone to set my heart free. Real love. I'm searching for a real love. Ooh, when I met you, I just knew that you would take my heart and run. So you told me how you love for me. You said I'm.
Hold on. What?
The fuck?
What? What?
What?
Jen McKay, we don't believe you. Fuck no.
Well, fuck you, bitch. Can you bounce with me? Can you bounce with me? Yeah. Bounce with me. Can you bounce with me? Bounce with me. Yeah, bounce with me. Yeah, bounce with me.
Ladies, I know you know this song.
Get it in the morning without giving you half of my dough, and even worse, if I was broke, would you want me? If I couldn't get you finer things like all of them diamond ring bitches kill for, would you still roll? If we couldn't see the sun rising off the shore of Thailand, would you ride then? If I wasn't driving, if I wasn't a 8-figure nigga by the name of Jigger, would you come around me or would you clown me? If I couldn't flow futuristic, would ya? Put your two lips on my wood and kiss it, could ya? See yourself with a nigga working harder than 9 to 5, than 10 to 6, 2 jobs to survive. Or do you need a baller so you can shop into the mall? Brag, tell your friends what I bought ya. If you couldn't see yourself with a nigga when his dough is low, baby girl, if this is so, yo, can I get a fuck you to the bitches from all of my niggas who don't love hoes? They get no dough.
Can I get a to these niggas from all of my bitches who don't got love for niggas without love?
Can I get a fuck you to these bitches from all of my niggas who don't love hoes? They get no dough.
Can I get a to these niggas from all of my bitches who don't got love for niggas without love?
Bounce with me, with me. Can you bounce with me, with me? Bounce with me, bounce with me. Can you bounce with me, with me?
No, because we just lounging, right? Are we lounging?
Lounging.
You open the
lounging.
God damn.
Let's go.
We just lounging, bro. Trying to.
It's a Queens thing, baby.
Shit, it's a Queens thing, baby.
Trap masters, rock on.
Rock on.
Baby, yes, rock on.
How you doing, miss? My name is L, I'm from Queens. I heard about your man, he like the late sugar queen. Dolce think about a mosquito with Donna jeans, but he slipped up and threw his rock to a fiend. He be playing like a Willie cause he dressed shit up, never knowing that his woman is in need of love. He got Versace, gold link, stomach chains with rocks. Official hairstyle, but you stuck up in the spot, making love, Duke is then he falling asleep. You on the phone with your old peeps, dying to creep between my sheets. So what you got Chanel on your feet? Hot sex on a platter makes the mission complete.
Come on. Yeah.
I do what I gotta do. I wanna laugh with you. I do what I gotta do. I wanna laugh with you.
How was that 90s party? Anybody go to that? Was
The 90s party's right here, brother.
Right?
Jewels and Chris Style got him acting funny style. He ain't watching you, he'd rather watch his money pal.
To all the killers and the $100 billers.
To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, because who ain't got no feelings.
Come on, yo! Where the fuck is everybody at? Let's go!
Check it out,
fuck you! Woo!
I got you stuck off the realness. We be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers. The mob comes equipped for warfare. Beware of my crime family who got enough shots to share for all those who wanna profile and pose. Rock you in your face, stab your brain with your nose bone. You all alone in the streets, cousin. Every man for theyself in his land, we be gunning. And keep them shook crews running like they supposed to. They come around, but they never come close to. I can see it inside your face, you're in the wrong place. Cowards like you just get their whole body laced up with bullet holes and such. Speak the wrong words, man, and you will get touched.
R.I.P. Prodigy.
How y'all feel out there?
R.I.P. Prodigy. R.I.P. Nipsey.
R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle.
R.I.P.
How we feeling out there? R.I.P. Officer John O'Keefe. You're now rocking with the best. I go by the name of JFK.
And I go by the name of James Gaston.
I go by KEVVY Kev.
Jen McCabe, all eyes on you.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a switch in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole. But you know how it go. I'm front line every time it's sold. 100 proof flow, running shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle back smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look, listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the blue associate. My cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to. Nope. I'm a urban legend. South Central in a certain section. Can't express how I curb the tactics. Guesses, evidence of a divine presence. Blessings, held me down at times I seem reckless. Effort, gotta.
Damn, that Nipsey shit, this shit is a classic.
Elvis gotta eat for effort. Stretched it, dropped him off in the Mojave Desert.
Woo! But then again, you gotta take it back to 1993.
Here we go, as the tune starts to loop with the back track. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, if this is OG, the breaks with the movie, yeah. The ghetto jam is about to slam with some notes from the nigga. As I keep what's really going on with your reminisce. A Saturday morning, just getting up.
It's the 4th of July, yo. Halloween is free. With free.
Flashbacks of some OJ with the green glasses. Tangeray took it to the head, got the jam with the quickness. Now I need a bit so I can handle my business. What do you know? A freak's in my rings. So I on the flow, suck it in a deep. She's screaming and she's screaming and she's screaming, getting horrors. But then I'm under the nothing that was that, so kick the chorus.
How's it go? Here we go,
Here we go.
Here we go, when the two stores are blue with a back. 1, 2, 3, if this is OG, the breaks with the movie. The ghetto jam is about
Take him here.
Up out of there.
Ain't nothing but against the party.
Oh, shit. You don't remember first crowd.
You done put two of America's most wanted in the same motherfucking place at the same motherfucking time.
Oh,
Break out the champagne glasses and motherfucking condoms. Have one on us, alright? Picture perfect. I paint a perfect picture. Bomb the hooches with precision. My intentions to get with you with that and double OP. Dog, my fucking homie. Use a cold ass nigga on them all.
Showing up, I keep my hand on my gun, cause they got me on the run. Now I'm back in the courtroom, waiting on the outcome. Free Tupac is all that's on the niggas' mind, but at the same time, it seems they trying to take mine. So I'ma get smart and get the best of the shit, and put together a million march for some gangster shit.
So now they got a slate. Two multi-millionaire motherfuckers catch a case. Bitches get ready for the throwdown. The shit's about to go down. Me and Snoop about to clown. I'm losing my religion. I'm vicious on these stool pigeons. You might be deep in this game, but you got the rules missing. Niggas be...
What's one thing life taught you?
If you take your top lip and connect it to your bottom lip, you will shut the fuck up.
Facts.
Ladies, let's slow it down. Y'all know this shit.
Oh.
Let's go. I go by the name of JFK.
I go by the name of James Jackson.
KEVVY Kev.
Everybody get a membership. I'm gonna start DJing on the membership lives so I don't get striked. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna take her for a walk.
Alright, brother. Peace and love, bro.
Peace and love to everybody.
Yeah.
I pretend I was you.
No, I pretend I was you.
Damn.
God damn.
After she said that to me, I was like, yo, freak me, baby. Let's go. Bedtime Magic, JFK, KEVVY Kev.
Let's go, people.
Cause tonight, baby, I wanna get thinking.
I just want to say, all the ladies out there, before we take it down, everybody hit us with a super chat tonight. Thank you, Ashley, $9.99. You can check KEVVY out. Much respect to you too, Ashley. You can check KEVVY out, 781 at KEVVY 781 on the Cash App. KEVVY 781 on the Cash App. Go check his channel out too. Just want to say, all the ladies out there, fellas, stand down right now. Let the ladies run the show tonight. Run it right now. And we're going to leave, sign out with this. But Jen McCabe, we know what you did. We know you were involved, and we're going to catch you next flight. I go by the name of JFK.
Kev.
And ladies, all my ladies, mothers, women just handling their business. All my beautiful ladies, all my fly ladies, all my boomers, all my Gen X's, all my millennials. Y'all are amazing, amazing, amazing. Thank you so much. Peace and love. Become a member. Become a member. If you want to see some more DJ shit, become a member.
Yeah,
this
dance is for you.
You look perfect when you wake up. I'm the lucky man in your bed. You wasting time, put no makeup. Don't know how it got in your head. Things you think you need to change, things that keep us running late. Girl, that ain't what makes you tick. Cause your smile, your eyes told you about 1,000,000 times, but I'm about to say it again. You look amazing. You look amazing. Don't matter what you wear or what you do, you turning heads in every room. Don't know why you act so surprised. You look amazing every time. You make me wanna pick a handful of wildflowers. They remind me of you. Natural beauty don't come from you spending hours. God just gave it to you. You look amazing.
Woo!
You look amazing. No matter what you wear, what you do, you turning heads in every room. Don't know why you act so surprised. You look amazing every time.
Peace and love.
You look amazing.
Love all y'all. Peace.